Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a new bicycle that I purchased a couple days ago at my local bike shop. It is a 2016 Trek 8.6 DS Dual Sport. And I haven't done much of any bicycling in about many years. And my last bike was just a very old department store. I think it was actually a Costco mountain bike that was only $150 to $200. Got rid of that a long time ago and decided to go ahead and get back into bicycling for just commuting to work and also for fitness purposes as well. And after test riding a lot of different bikes at my local bike shop, this is the one I kind of settled on because it's not a full-on mountain bike, and it's not a full-on road bike. It's kind of in between. It's kind of designed for primarily pavement time and a little bit of off-road, light trails. Obviously, any big rocks and whatnot, you probably want to avoid those. But yeah, after test riding this bike, it really goes fast on pavement. I mean, it really hauls. With that 30-speed drivetrain, you can really get cooking down hills. I also tried it on some light gravel roads, also pedaling on some low-cut grass fields, and it got around just fine. So really liking this bike so far. I've ridden it about maybe 10 miles, and I think it's going to be a really great thing to have. One thing that I was looking at is now that I knew which dual sport I wanted to buy, is which version, and they have many versions from, I believe it's an 8.2 or 3 all the way up to an 8.6, which this one is, the 8.6. And kind of was deciding on whether it was going to be the 8.5 or the 8.6. I do like that the 8.5 and the 8.6 both come with a suspension lockout with remote. And you can see here that it's just on the handlebars there. You just have one button that either engages and the other button that disengages the shock, the front shock, which is down here. And it's only got a front shock on the front forks. It doesn't have anything on the back. It's just a solid hardtail, which you don't really need for commuting to work and light trails. The front fork is fine. In fact, most of the riding that I've been doing has been not using the fork. It's just been completely locked out with no travel, and I like that the best. I did notice that when the thing is locked out, you do have a little bit of travel when you're pushing down full force on the forks. It does seem to go down about maybe an eighth or quarter of an inch, so you do have a little bit of play there. It's not completely locked out, which maybe you could change with the preload setting there. But it's not a big deal. I haven't really noticed much of a drawback there. It might cut down a little bit of your horsepower, I guess, plowing up a hill or something, but I don't think it's going to be much. But overall, I decided to go with the 8.6 over the 8.5 because it does have an upgraded Shimano T551 crank, which is down here. And it does have, as I mentioned before, the SLX 30-speed drivetrain, which is really nice to have. A lot of extra gear options there for going up really steep hills and for top speed. But this crank, what they did was they basically added a I'm not sure what the other crank was on the 8.5, but this one is just it's just designed to have a little bit more strength and durability, but also maintaining a light weight. And one thing that I really like about this bike is that it shifts so well. The shifting is just extremely quick, crisp. There's no clunking, there's no chugging or chain slapping. Of course, the bike is brand new, so that's probably expected, but the bikes I've ridden in the past they've never shifted kind of seamlessly. They always have a little bit of a clunk or binding to them. But this one just really shifts really clean. And it's got 2 sets of lever shifters on both sides. And along with the hydraulic brake system, which also is really, really nice. I was completely blown away by how well these brakes work. I test rode an 8.4 in the bike shop, but these upgraded disc brakes work a lot better, I noticed. I'm not sure if it's just a different piston they're using in there, or if it's the rotor, or the combination of both. But I was going down a hill at about maybe almost 40 miles an hour, about 38 or so, which is about as fast as I ever want to go on this bike. And pressing in both, pulling in both brakes at the same time slowed me down really, really fast. In fact, I almost thought the bike was going to lock up and I was going to fly over the handlebars. They stopped so well. So yeah, you don't have to worry about stopping power at all on this bike. It is really nice. This is an addition that I added here in the back, which is just a tail light. You can have a little top button there which turns it on and off. It's got a steady on and then a flasher setting, which shows up really, really well at night, but probably not right now during the day. And another addition that I had at the bike shop was to put on these handlebar extensions, just these right here. And the way that works is these grips, they're normally installed about out to here, and the grips are just pushed in a little bit, and then they can bolt on with a little Allen wrench here and cinch those down. So everything kind of had to be moved in, the brakes, the levers and everything, and the grips had to be adjusted to move into a compensate for that extra space. So, but overall, I really, really like this addition. A lot more hand positions for riding long distances. If your hands get numb, you can just switch over and grab. Actually, I was grabbing from here to here to here to here to here. I mean, all kinds of different spots. So, really, really nice there. I also added a aftermarket item which didn't come with the bike, unfortunately, but most bikes don't come with a speedometer, and this one didn't. This one's just a Cat Eye Velo 9, and it really, really works good. It's just the wired version. Debated whether going with the wireless or wired, and the according to the reviews that most people, well, not most people, but a lot of people had issues with the wireless system not working for whatever. And I don't really know if it's just user error or if it's really true interference, or I don't know what really was the case, but I thought that I don't really need wireless per se, so went ahead and just got the wired version and just kind of ran it down here and coiled the excess around there and put the sensor down here with the magnet there. And pretty easy installation, not a big deal, and it works really, really well. It's got different settings. It's got the speed always on the top there, and it's got distance traveled, average speed, maximum speed, calories, CO2, and an odometer which keeps building, kind of like your car. And so I've traveled about 9 miles so far on the bike, just kind of getting it, just starting out. And yeah, so that's that. And yeah, overall, my overall impression of this bike is much happier than I imagined I was going to be buying this thing. It just drives so well. It's super fast. It handles really, really good. And price was a little on the higher side. I think it came out to right around, I think it was $1,100 or $1,200 total. I'll have to look at the receipt again. I think it was $1,200. But with those extra upgrades and the whole package, I think is really worth it for me. Only because it's so enjoyable to ride that I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this bike. And if I'm going to ride it a lot, and if it's going to make me ride the bike more, then it's definitely worth it. So, all right, that's all.